All right, it says we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hiya.
Welcome, welcome. Susie's on the way. She's finishing up over on her stream. And we know she'll be here. We know Skipper's not going to be here. Haven't heard from Pam, so she may or may not be here. And welcome, Ed, and welcome, Will. Glad you could make it. And
I like that fish you had as your thumbnail.
Isn't that pretty?
A rasp? Is that what
Yeah.
they're called, rasps?
Yeah, you know where that picture came from. Remember when I met you, I was at that marine store that day, and you came in and walked around, and I was hanging over a coral thing, so you didn't see me, or you didn't know that was me. Yeah, I was in there taking pictures. I used to do their social media for them, and that was one of their fish. I don't know if it was that day, but it was that store. So yeah, I love those wrestles. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
They are.
And Ed, you're going to have to start doing reptiles in saltwater. Don't wait for
I've got everything that I could literally start a saltwater tank tomorrow.
No.
If I knew how to mix this salt in the water. Because I have everything but one thing that I'd like to eventually get, and that's a backup battery for it. But other than that, I've got everything else. You helped me buy some of that stuff, or you were shopping with me years ago when I was buying it.
No, I've got a really good video. I mean, it rambles and all that, but it goes slow and step by step about how to make brackish water, but it's the same process, and you just put your salinity up higher. So somebody asked me to make it, and I made one 5 years ago, maybe, I don't know. But it's got a lot of views on it. Flowood, please.
I wish I lived closer to Rob, and then I just buy all my water.
Yeah, some people do that.
Rob has this great deal where you buy I think he sells like 3-gallon cubes yearly, and you can buy as many as you want. I don't know if they're $20 a piece, $10 a piece, but he'll fill them as much as you need. So what people do is they go and buy 2 of those cubes from him each year, or, they renew, and then they can refresh their water, or, when they do their water changes with it. It's pretty neat. Hiya, Susie.
Hey, yo.
It's a Christmas wrasse, and Daniel, no, it's not. It was at a local store that's not here anymore, and I used to do pictures for their social media of their fish, and that's where the picture came from. Daniel,
did you go to Bucks County Aquarium Society? I didn't see you there, but if you didn't come up and say hi to me, I might not know who you are. But I got some cool stuff there. He said he might go. That would be cool.
Was it today?
It was Thursday.
Oh.
I got some pretty cool stuff.
Oinky's at an auction today at one of those shows.
About her.
Yeah.
Saw her there. Dennis. Hello, Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Nice.
I guess this is different from Bucks County, isn't it? This is Lancaster.
That's half the clash right there in your hands.
Yep, they go to war with each other every year.
Do they?
Yeah. They do it in spring, so that way by the time it's the clash time, they're all friends.
That's funny. Bob, you have a new light?
You noticed that, huh?
I do. I like it.
Do you?
I do.
It's awful bright. Of course, it makes me look even more pasty, but I actually replaced the bulb in my the little gooseneck lamp that I used to use when we were trying to paint, or when I was trying to paint with Ed and Pam on her channel. And I was cleaning this desk up today and changed the bulb, and it's just pointed this way, not intentionally.
I like it. Oh, Scotty says
that was a lot of fun.
News to Scotty.
That was fun when we all played or painted.
Yeah.
What did you think, Whip? Am I getting closer?
Yes, definitely getting closer. I think if we can lower the cloud, kind of like you did with the fire kind of took over. That's one. Yeah. But
that's what fire does, man.
Yeah.
I thought about you, Trash Cat, when I put this shirt on. I accidentally wore it like several streams in a row, and they asked me if I needed money for a shirt.
know what that reminds me? I just got
Oh.
a book of mushrooms. Don't know anything about mushrooms or fungi, but I'll find out.
Huh.
Ooh, what
Never-
is that? Is that trash cat?
It's
Trash
Trash
Cat.
Cat. I made it for, and I never got done painting. I got a whole bunch of them from different people that I was
That is so
making.
cute.
See if you can figure out who this one is.
Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
That is so
And this
cool.
Nice.
Catfish cave is in my bedroom right now.
Oh,
It got carried in.
Where's the whip
And,
around the
yeah.
world? You should do that one.
yeah, whip or monster fish.
Well-
that would be fun. Monster fish.
This was one night on Pam's show. I didn't
That's
have
so
anything to do.
clever.
Where is
So-
Pam? Did Pam disappear?
I randomly
is
picked
Pam?
people in the group. But the problem is I can't paint because my light's been out in this room. This room is so dark, and this is my painting room. So
Oh, yeah.
all the light is
You
from
know
my
what light
monitor
I
and the
got?
fish tanks.
We call it the sun, and it would only does well in my like craft room and stuff, because when you flip on the switch, it's like it looks like a fan, but all 4 pedals have LED lights on them, and when you flip it
Oh.
on, it's like somebody turned on the sun. It is like perfect.
That's what we
for
have
when
in
you
the
like-
garage.
Yes, it's kind of like
Oh.
I bet you it's made for the garage, but in here in my craft room, it's perfect.
I bought an LED light to fit in there that cost like $160 that you can
Ooh.
adjust the brightness
Oh, one of
so
those
I could have
computers.
super bright.
Yeah,
But the problem is the wiring is different, and
Mm.
that's what's been so slow is trying to get the fancy pants light hooked up.
yeah. This
Been
one
trying
you
to get
can
my
plug
brother,
in
who's an
with your
electrician, to do it.
wall socket. Plug it in and then hang it. I like it personally because I am so tired of turning on this flashlight to see if there's creases in something or like because the lighting is horrible. And I got this and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, Shady
good
says you need a
gooseneck
good
high-powered
gooseneck.
flashlight.
Yeah. That's kind of what this lamp is, a cheap one. I got it somewhere at one of the craft stores.
Did anybody see Alishan's post? What he put?
Nope.
Was
No.
it nice or mean?
It's nice. I can't see it now because I got the words new comment in my way. He's talking about the Bucks County Aquarium Society picnic is July 13th. He was telling Daniel, for those who live in this area, you don't have to be a member to go. It's fun. And I think there's times they've gone collecting in the river and stuff like it's going to be fun.
And I always call him Elishan. How did you pronounce it?
I'm
Alishan?
from Scranton, so I said Alishan.
I do too.
That sounds so cool. I wonder what's the right way. I hope I haven't been calling him the wrong thing all these
I don't
years.
think you
But you know what? He never complains.
He
I've
doesn't.
always said Elishan.
Good
So,
guy.
Elishan? Okay.
Elishan.
Yeah, that's probably
I-
right. I probably do it wrong.
I have no idea. I
See, but I call.
don't go off of what I do because I am terrible at that.
Gonna try and make
Terrible at names
that.
too.
Woo!
You saw that in the fantasy baseball draft.
Yeah, right.
All the Latino names I was terrible with. Golly, it's terrible.
Yeah, Shady, a good high power. So
sorry.
I can really see the colors. I use it so I can really see the glitter, like because it's good. Oh, you know what I mean? I know this is a fish. I'm sorry. This is the last thing I'll talk
Whatever
about.
we're talking about.
Well, we're allowed to talk about fish.
Yeah, that's what this is.
I started a new hobby to support another hobby that feeds into another hobby. So making the resin, I was using dried flowers all the time, but they're so expensive. So I started pressing and drying my own flowers.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I got like 10 sheets now of beautiful, freshly dried, colorful flowers that I did myself.
Oh,
And I
that's
am
neat.
so proud of them. Like, and
long do they
everyone is
keep?
like, oh, this one we caught during the eclipse, and these flowers we got over at Katie's house, and these flowers, like, they all have something behind them. And I'm like,
But
this is so
You should go
cool.
to Lowe's. They've got a lot of flowers you could pick.
I think would I get caught?
Not if you're
Stealthy.
yeah. Just have a good high skullduggery skill.
So my youngest daughter and I were talking about that because in the car ride home they could be ruined just that quickly. So she said, well, why don't you invent a little pocket press for the car ride or for in your purse? So I printed out I made 4 pieces of resin about this size, and I put felt on them, and now I got a little pocket press. So if I go to Home Depot or Lowe's, I can put them in there and press them in the cart, and they will stay good till I get home.
You need to take John Bag of Donuts in there with you, with his hand movements today.
Did you
His
see that?
sales-
He brought me coffee, and nobody saw him, Ed. 6 foot
Nobody
tall,
saw him, man.
biker guy came right in front of the camera. I turned around, there was my coffee, and nobody saw him.
Well, then have him steal the flowers.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't think it's stealing if you don't take the roots.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's just pruning them.
Rationalization.
Some flowers need to be deadheaded in order to survive, so I'll just deadhead them.
Tell the
Yeah,
judge
say there
that.
was a bug on it and you're trying to pull the bug off.
Yeah, the judge will go for that.
Well, I already killed 99 crickets, so I'm going to hell anyway.
Murderer.
For the fun of it.
That's me. I brought them home and forgot I bought them. Left them in a bag. And so I was so excited because I saw movement. I put them over there in that tank, and I came back to tell everybody, and I went over there to look at it, and the frog got the one cricket that was moving. They're all gone.
Smart frog.
You can't make this stuff up, man. Let me tell you.
That's funny.
He wants to have a survivor. This is a
I was
good
really
meal.
excited about that.
I find fish bags floating sometimes the next day, or one I've missed that moved over under the light or something. They've all always been fine, but
I've done it
Yeah.
twice with micro worms.
Oh, did they die?
Yeah, I put them somewhere where I forget all about them, and then I find them like 2 months later,
Ooh, they must
all
smell.
dried up.
Ooh.
Actually, they smell better when they're all dried up.
Yeah,
But I don't ever. I honestly, I've never taken the lid off. I just drop them in the trash when I see it's all dark brown.
yeah.
You guys want to see Triton's all healed up? I'm so happy. Like,
Good
I
job.
couldn't be happier because I thought for sure he was going to pass. Like, I was going to kill my fish, my favorite fishable. Like, look at him. And he's all bright yellow again with big pink chin, and he's just so happy. I'm happy
And he ate a dead cricket too, didn't he?
too. He ate him without even swallowing. He just went, okay, I guess he liked them. I'll try to see if the mud skippers eat them. Usually the mud skippers like to chase,
Mm-hmm.
but I know the turtles will eat them. And somebody in my chat reminded me that the chickens will love the dead crickets.
You could grind them up and put them in like muffins for a little bit of fibery protein.
Valley View Farms. I'm putting that on my list.
New local Austin said to grind them up and make Snillo out of them.
Yeah. Blech. Blech. I really thought I was going to open these books, these pages, and see mushy brown flowers like it was not going to be successful. And they were just like bright, beautiful flowers, all flattened and squished, ready for resin.
People
We
used to do that a lot. I remember.
Yeah,
people,
we used to do it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
really.
But I'm old.
Yeah. I was a kid before your parents were even had you, but they didn't you use some kind of special paper like cellophane or something?
We just put them in the books.
Well, I put felt down in the book, and then I put them in the book, and then I put wax paper on top because I
Wax
still want to use a book. So I did it that way.
Do they last indefinitely like that?
They will as soon as I put them in resin. Yes, once they're dried, they will stay that way, to my knowledge.
I don't know anything about it, so
They
I learned me
tend to
something new
get
today.
fragile.
Do you have any 1x12 cans?
1x12.
Like a can of pop?
A can of what?
Like a 1 to 12 or is it 1 to 6? 1 to 6 size cans.
I don't know what that means.
1 inch to a foot. 1 inch to a foot.
Oh,
Miniature cans.
yes. You need
Have you
some?
made those?
Do you need some?
Well, I don't have any, but I would love to at least know how to make them.
I bought them one year, But
Oh,
now that I have them, I could make a whole mold of them and make as many as I want.
oh wow, that'd be awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
I bought some one year because I was putting modern labels on old-fashioned canned stuff that they had. So I was making modern labels, and that's when I started making cereal boxes and all kinds of fun stuff out of cardstock. And I'm like, this is fun. I got a whole.
Well, I thought it'd be cool to have a bunch of GI Joes sitting around, with like Pabst Blue Ribbon or Miller Genuine Draft or something in their
Yes.
hands.
Let me make you some cans,
Or-
and I will send them to
or
you.
Pepsi.
And they'll be 1/12 scale. Well, GI
Yeah.
Joe is
Or 1/6.
1/6,
Was
yeah.
it? No, it's 1/12. 1/12.
GI Joe. I thought he was 11.5 inch.
Nope, they're 6
Oh,
inch.
he's a little guy. I didn't know they
The
made
ones
them.
that I do. Yeah, these are the new ones that are super taken over. I mean, it's just
I can see
amazing.
why they're the perfect size.
Yeah, like I'm making this girl,
You're making
and
a
I
girl
keep
for
waiting for.
GI Joe?
This one is the bad guy's daughter, and I took apart a whole bunch of other girls and made her, and then her head's going to be like up here. But that's her head.
Oh, very nice. Did you sculpt that?
No, I bought it off of Etsy.
I
It's
sculpted a couple heads.
That'd be awesome. No, I just I got it from a printer machine.
Oh, do you
And
have
I
one of
think
those?
I need one. I think it's the girl from that Walking Dead.
She got mean mug on her. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think she
Well,
ever
and
pulls her
she's-
hair back.
No, she
Okay,
didn't.
well-
You're right. No, she didn't. She did
Well,
wear a
let's see if I
bandana.
can. I'll show you what a picture of her looks like. I'm gonna make a little pink belt buckle for her, but have it cracked so she's a heartbreaker.
Oh, Ed, did you ever watch that movie that Michael from The Office was in? Shady Grady is asking you.
Did I ever see the movie? What?
That Michael from The Office was in.
Well, he was in a lot of movies.
I know he's in Jack Reacher, right?
What?
Oh, I didn't know that. I know that he's in the 40-Year-Old Virgin and Anchorman. I saw him in
Michael?
those.
He's
Which
also
one is
Michael
Michael?
Scott.
Michael was the
Michael
boss,
Scott.
right?
Yeah, that's
I didn't watch The
I
Office.
can't think of
So
his name.
I know
He was in one where his son had a drug addiction, and it was a very
Michael
compelling movie. Very compelling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was talking the one that the girl had the crush on, and then they got together and got. I was talking to him. He was Jack Reacher. He was from The Office.
Oh yeah.
Jack Reacher. Isn't that dude like 6'6" and
So was the other
300
guy.
pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I got the wrong actor. I always do that. But I know Tom Cruise played him one time. I'm like, no.
Yeah, twice, 2 different movies in the same one.
Yeah,
Tom
he
Cruise
cannot
is 5
play
foot tall, and he's trying to play Jack Reacher.
Yeah, no. Jack
Oh,
Reacher. Have you read
You're
the book?
thinking Jim.
It's tough.
Jim from The Office. He also played the stretch in that the last gosh, what's his what's
Fantastic
the dude's
Four?
name?
Fantastic.
Nope.
Stretch.
He was in this guy's last movie. Dr. Strange's last movie. He was
Oh,
Mr. Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
He got blown to ribbons.
Yep.
you got all the action
Well,
figures, don't
he-
you, over there?
He was not Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan, right? The
Yes.
Harrison
This is
Ford
what-
character?
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
This is what that girl looks like
When she's painted.
like from the comic books that
Okay.
I'm making.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll ever make her toy because she's not that popular, but
right.
I just thought the girl toys are so cheap.
Oh, I like the belt.
could
I
make
know what you
one.
mean about the belt, yeah.
Well, I guess they made one back in the 80s.
Oh my
That was
god.
her back in the 80s. She's part of the bad guy punk team.
How come none of the warrior women? How come they're not hot? How come they're all like ugly? What's up with that?
It matches their soul.
Ah,
I don't know.
okay, she's cute.
She's kind of hot.
It's the same girl,
For a
just
cartoon.
different artist.
I'm not gay, but could you show me that again?
Susie,
Yeah.
see, you don't have to worry about killing crickets, girl.
Ah, deadpan delivery right there.
One-way ticket.
Somebody told me a long time ago, as long as I had a baby, that was my ticket to heaven. I'm banking on that, man. I am banking on that. As long as I created life, got a ticket to heaven.
Well, a lot of people had a crush on CoverGirl,
Ooh.
but she's a G.I. Joe. She's a good guy. There's somebody else's art. Let's see. Scarlet. A lot of people had crushes on Scarlet. Let's see if I can find Scarlet.
How do you have a crush on a G.I. Joe figure?
This one is that one girl's aunt. Oh, it didn't pop. This is that girl's aunt. Her aunt's a
she's a
punk
looker.
too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But her toy, they make her toy comes with 4 different heads because she's always disguising herself to be some other people. And everybody, for a bad guy, a lot of people, well, not everybody. I don't. Yeah.
Somebody's at my
But,
door. I'll be right back.
Baroness is really popular too
We'll be here.
in G.I. Joe.
We're here, dude. We took over his stream. It's not even about fish. What are we doing?
I know it's fish or it's G.I. Joes. That's terrible. Nobody likes G.I. Joes. I'm so sorry.
I
I'll
do.
stop.
I do.
Well, you're off.
Especially that one hot one.
Yeah. You see her shirt?
So
Don't get me in any more trouble. I get myself in there. Whip.
You know
We
what they
gotta make
say?
sure Whip
They
doesn't
already got the
overflow his
gun
tank.
pointing at your head. Don't give them the bullet to shoot you with.
Exactly. I was trying to find my avatar. I don't think I still have it anymore. I used to
Are
play
those silver dollars?
this.
Yeah,
Oh,
couple
he
red
does.
hooks
He's got
and a
gorgeous
regular.
ones.
Wow, they're pretty.
Tank looks disgusting. That
I
poor
always
Jack
wanted silver
Dempsey.
dollars and never got them.
Why not?
When I went out to get them, they were sold out. And I went for like 3 months straight. And it's weird how sometimes fish just don't come in for time, periods. I went all over St. Louis looking for them, never found them. So I settled for something else. I don't know what, but
They're kind of pricey.
Really?
well, this was back in the 90s.
Hmm.
I think they were like $3 in the 90s.
That would have been much better than paying what I paid. So
I didn't know there were different kinds, so I got some that is all silver and some that are spotted. And the silver ones are 3 times the size as the spotted ones.
these red hooks get to
Yes.
be about the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, then mine are on their way. They're about 6 inches now. And there's 1, 2,
How
3,
big do
4.
the How big
This
do
is
the
a-
spotteds get?
Mine are only like
This
5 inches
is
right
a
now.
full grown.
Spotted one.
I don't know if it's spotted or just I don't know. I bought it at PetSmart and they just had it listed as a silver dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spots are really easy to tell on a silver dollar, a spotted silver dollar, because they're almost like
Yeah.
perfectly arranged.
Yes, they are. They're like placed there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like designed.
And it's so funny because they all school together like they're the same fish. They don't know different. Like they're all 6 go together and come over here together and go over there together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like them. And the 180 is a perfect size for them too.
My mom's gold or glowfish, she has like 2 purples, 2 greens, 2 yellows, and 2 pinks. And they'll stay together when the lights are off, and kind of huddle up at one side. But when the light's on and they're having fun, they pair up in their colors.
Oh, wow. What kind of glowfish?
And
Are they tetras or are they danios?
they're white skirt tetras. Well,
They're
but they're not.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But
They're
there's
colored,
also
they're
Priscilla
glow in the dark
tetras that look real pretty now. They're going to just keep doing it to everything. But yeah, and I was just telling the guys before the show started was one of my mom's purple white skirt tetras that are glowfish is egg bound.
Oh no! What is she going to do about that?
I don't know. I put salt in the tank.
Oh, that's
and I mean they're too small to try to help push them out or squish them because they just die. Like a goldfish or a carp, you can do that with. But man, anything that lays eggs can be egg bound.
Yeah. That's
Snakes,
how I
birds,
lost my veil chameleon.
lizards. Yeah, I saw that. I've seen that before. I wonder if insects can be egg bound. Maybe not because they've got exoskeletons. They don't stretch.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't know, but I do know
what
we go for a walk in the morning with the dogs, and the carp that are in the canal are like coming out of the water. They must be mating. They must be doing something. They are like flopping up and all over the place. And I keep thinking there's something chasing them out, but every like 20 or 30 feet we go, we see it happening again and again. So I don't know how carp mate. Do they mate kind of like goldfish where they slam into each other?
Well, all I know is that they go crazy once it starts to warm up in spring.
Okay, well they're going crazy.
That's when they have. That's when they have their babies, just like channel cats do too. Hiya, Foxy. Her fish. She gave me 2 goldfish at the Clash last year. They're almost the size of my hand now.
What kind
They've
of
gotten
goldfish?
so big.
What kind?
She got me 2 black moors, but one of the black moors is completely gold now.
Yeah. You know what?
And
I
the
did
other
a
one is
video on
completely
that.
black.
I did a video on that several years back, and it has something to do with not their first outer layer of scales, but underneath there is another layer of, I'm going to say skin, but then under that, it's whether it's matte or whether it's shiny would depend on whether it's going to change or not. Like, who knew?
Well, she said she bought them, and they said that they would be guaranteed to be black forever. But
yeah.
I used to raise them when I was a kid, and I would put them outside, and as they would get bigger and bigger and actually elongate a little, they would almost look like calicos. Sometimes they'd have black in spots and red and gold. But this one looks like a normal
goldfish,
but with big eyes. It's so funny. I mean, I love them both. I think it's neat actually that they changed color, or the one changed complete color.
Whip Shady said your Oscar looks amazing tonight.
Yeah, he. I don't know why he looks so amazing. And look at my poor little Jack Dempsey back there.
Aw. Is that the tank where you lost the fish?
Yeah, well, I haven't lost him yet, but he looks terrible.
Yeah.
That's Salvini. She flipped over, and I could see the one eye's a whole lot worse than the other.
Did you
Makes me want to throw up.
Salt yet?
No, I guess I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow and pick some up.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't use you just use aquarium salt, right? You don't use salt water. Yeah.
No. At least that's what I was told. I'm not an expert, but I know
I've
that's
never
what
tried.
to is change the water, add a little bit of salt, and then the next level for me is the API products, which are like out of nature, tree oils and stuff like that. And then if that hasn't worked by like day 3 or 4, then I go for the medicine.
We didn't even have like sea salt like back in the day.
No?
Just had aquarium salt. Well, I'm sure if you live in a big city or something, but like Woolworths, they didn't have salt water.
I'm looking at Bob's green spotted Severin right now. It got all beat up, and It's completely healed. Its eyes bright red, and
Wow.
it's just
Isn't that
staring
great?
right at me right now.
When am I going to see that silver, man?
It's such a good.
I don't know.
GC.
You're alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was somebody that came to the door, and Floyd was the only one that told me somebody was at the door. He kept looking and
Not
looking.
one dog barked.
Not one dog barked. I don't know where they were, and they still
Bird
didn't
did.
bark when I answered the door. I had to put Floyd away and close the door, so I couldn't just open the door. But it was the neighbor. You remember a couple of weeks ago, I didn't stream on Reptiles because somebody had dumped like 2 dump trucks of
Yeah.
stuff in my yard. Well, it was the neighbor that did it. There's some bigger places like farms outside our subdivision. They're part of it, but they have, anyway, these people live way back behind me, and their driveway goes up at the end of your lot up there, Susie. And the man, they were out of town having a new deck put on, and the construction company didn't know that they didn't own the property next to their driveway. So that's what happened. And the man was explaining all that to me now, 2 weeks later, and that they're going to replace the grass and all that. The city took the stuff away. Yeah. So that's what was going on. But I was being patient and very nice with him because they're able to keep like little baby donkeys and stuff on their land. If you have enough acreage, you can have that. Remember that baby donkey picture?
Oh my God, you sent that today, and I felt the need to have a baby donkey. So he was carrying it around like a little puppy dog.
Yeah, well, my yard way back in the back abuts to almost to their house yard back there. It's like 200 or 300 yards back. But they could let my donkey stay over there, or I could hide it over there.
You don't have enough property for a donkey?
No, I don't even have quite 2 acres. And I think you have to have like 7 acres or something. It's some stupid.
What? No.
That's insane.
Well, most of Bob's land is also forest.
Maybe legally, but I've seen them kept in the size of a bedroom. They got them fenced
They
off.
are little, right.
Well, he'll be inside. He or she'll be inside. But when I'm walking him, that's what I'm thinking about.
Hey, Foxy, are you still here? Did you give me CPDs? And now I'll wait for her answer because in my head, I'm saying I got them from Foxy, but I can't remember what's going on.
Oh my gosh. New local Austin's here.
Yes, yeah. I want to try to take them outside in my summer tubs this year. So I got those CPDs that are going out in my summer.
You want to take new local Austin out to your tubs this year?
And I got to see if he breeds.
Oh,
he breeds.
He lives in Texas.
Oh, well, everybody in Texas breeds.
I think. Pretty sure.
Wise ass. Now I'm going to do my CPDs. I've got a plan now. My paradise fish that I just got at the auction, and my 3 platinum mollies, and then some of my white cloud mountain minnows. I'll have 4 tubs, and then on top I'll have 2 elongated ones for my lettuces. We said CPDs for axolotl eggs, right? I still have those CPDs. They're doing great. I don't know if they're too old to breed. I don't know if they have an age limit on them. I don't know.
There's somebody in our Chattanooga Fish Club, Ed. I don't remember who. It's that lady, I think. She breeds CPDs and a couple other things, and both of the stores down there get them from her.
Oh, wow.
That's
awesome.
always nice.
A new local Austin said, I'm into it. I don't know. My largest tub is a 300-gallon. Well, it's about 6 foot long, so maybe.
There was duckweed in my tea.
Ooh, well.
Or not duckweed, guppy grass.
No, I don't know about guppy grass. I heard duckweed was edible. I don't know.
How the hell did you do that? Were you in a tank that had guppy grass and then put your hand in your tea?
Maybe it just fell off the side of my hand into my tea or something. I don't know. But it's gross. I don't think I'm going to drink any more tea.
It's not as gross as me finding the half of that scud, the fish food scud in my coffee. It was at the bottom. I never even tasted it. And I got to the bottom. I'm like, oh my God.
I would have definitely thrown up all over everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No idea how it got in there. Now I look every time and rinse my cup out every time.
I started telling the story on my stream. You guys know how I am, right? It's like a shiny thing goes by and they start on another story in the middle
Yeah,
of
wait.
I went into my reptile room and the whole front sliding glass door is gone off of my blue tongue skink. I'm like, okay, now I know I'm not a carpenter, but the fact that the door just fell off, I'm like, that's pretty bad. But I do keep that door closed to the room, so I knew he had to be in there somewhere. I'm looking all over, and if he had crawled into one of the tortoise enclosures, then he could have been anywhere. I'm looking all over, and then I'm starting throwing trash away, and my trash bags started moving. I'm like, this better be you in there. And I go in there, and there he was. He fell 5 feet, and he found a trash bag that was filled with old, like, cat food cans and stuff like that.
And what was which critter was this?
Blue tongue skink.
Oh, the skink.
The skink.
Chelsea.
He's only got like little bitty legs. Like I couldn't even imagine him falling. You'd be like,
Oh.
I don't know. But apparently, when I made the sliding glass door, I didn't have runners, so I built them out of wood. And the one I put in the back that goes up and down, like it must not have been secured because that he just took that off. I'm like, the glass just went. Bloop.
Did it break?
The glass did not break. Nope. The
That's
skink did
good.
not break.
Skink is fine. Glass is fine.
I didn't fix it yet. I just kind of leaned it all back up again. Let's see if that happens again before I get the screwdriver out. I think I'm going to silicone it first and then screw it down. That's like double whammy.
That's a good idea.
But I'm not. I want to be good at carpentry. I really do. I want to make things. But I struggle so hard with the simplest things, like
building elaborate cages in your basement.
right. Like all I need is
Simple.
a glass door.
That is not simple.
Well, the diamond cabinetry I made beautifully. I love it. It's a sliding glass door. Like, how do you get those little runners to stay down? Glue didn't work. A nail can only go so far before you can't hammer it anymore because it's got little grooves.
I've got them in this cabinet behind me, the tank, but I mean, it was made for me. I mean, somebody made it for me, but I don't know how they're in there. I never thought about it.
What are you doing in there?
Monster Fish Girl's here.
Huh?
Monster Fish Girl's here.
Yeah. Lori's been here. She's a mod, and she hadn't been here the last couple of weeks for a while. Good to see
Well, I
you.
just like to try to randomly say whoever's at the bottom of the sheet thing.
I
Hi.
got you.
Like,
No.
hi, Jimmy P, even though I don't know what his name is.
How do you say that?
Easy.
Susan,
It's
avoid
Jimmy
building
P.
another chicken coop.
Jimmy P.
We have another smart aleck in the chat. Susie, avoid building another chicken coop. That was too funny. That was very embarrassingly funny. I couldn't do that again if I tried, that's for sure.
I'm just glad you weren't welding it.
Well, I couldn't take it apart again. It was the third time I put it together. And I couldn't dig underneath it because my hips got stuck.
So did you just have to lose weight before you got out?
Pretty much. I'm screaming from down there saying, neighbor people, because John wasn't home. So if I turned sideways, I was no longer on the stone wall. I was on dirt. So I dug down until my hip had enough room. Yep. It was like so bad. And I couldn't stop cursing and laughing at the same time.
I wish the cops were there.
Oh my
I
God.
I showed
that just would have been great.
I showed my wife that, and she died laughing too.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was a short, right? It was just a quickie.
I turned it into a short because
Yeah.
it was very pathetic. Yeah.
Was funny.
Mother,
And it wouldn't be so bad. I don't even know. I didn't think it through. I couldn't get it up on the stand. So I got in it like it was a little ballerina tutu and picked it up. I'm like, oh, I can lift anything like this. This is great. And I stood inside the stand and secured it all down and then realized, uh-oh. Oh, my God.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Painting yourself in a corner.
Yes, I did. And then try to dig my way out. It was not graceful. It was not pretty.
Yazzie's looking for Pam.
Oh,
Not here, Yazzie.
where has Pam been? Is she okay?
I guess.
Hurricane season's got to be over by now, right?
Yeah.
Well, she lost
Well,
her
no.
internet. It broke or something, so she's been trying to have it fixed.
Oh.
I don't know. I see her online, like she saw the whatever, the link for this stream. She saw that because I looked to see who had seen it, and well, Skipper said he wasn't going to make it, so then I looked to see who had seen it. But that doesn't mean she can get on, come on.
Internet, right.
But he always
Well, maybe it's StreamYard from her telephone. I don't know what it is.
somebody when she was going to pay her Wi-Fi or her internet bill online, and it was a scam, and she paid that person, and it wasn't really her internet.
So I'm so sick of these scammers, like so angry that they take advantage of very trusting.
It just happened to me last week. It just happened to me, so I don't have a card either right now. I signed up I was bored one day, and I thought I'm going to try this MyHeritage thing and see, just to see, because I know I have a lot of Indian heritage and stuff, but they wouldn't charge you for like the first 90 days or something like that. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll be able to see all those Indians by then. But you have to know like your great grandparents and great, like their names and when they were born and when they died. And I don't even have the family Bible, so I don't know most of that stuff. So I just thought, I fooled with it for like an hour, and I thought, nah. Well, like 2 days later, that heritage.org or heritage.com or whatever, $168 charge. So the bank sent me a little ringy dingy and asked me if I tried to charge that, and I said no, I didn't. So they didn't, but they had to stop the card then. So
Man,
I'm waiting on my new card. So yeah, that's why I can't super chat anybody, because I have money, but you can't do that through the internet.
I am so not a fan of scammers right now. Like it's really disheartening, and it's not just the money. It's that whole feeling you get after being scammed. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. The FBI said I think it was $12 billion were scammed from Americans last year on telephones. And it's like, why doesn't one of these politicians just run against that?
Yeah, right.
I mean, wouldn't that be like a mega plus if you would just stop all these calls from India?
Yeah.
And nothing personal against the Indian people here, but it's, if you can't control your own people from stealing from another, you need to be cut off.
Yeah.
And we have the technology to not allow them to have our phones and call us. I mean,
how would they do the text, all the tech stuff though? I mean, isn't most IT stuff farmed out to
It is
other countries?
Yeah, but you know what? That's shame on them. That's shame
on
on MasterCharge
for
giving
outsourcing it.
jobs to them.
What is that?
And taking them out of our country.
Let me blow myself up.
I can't see it.
Have you all noticed that there are several channels all of a sudden that have like not auctions, but they're opening kilns and the things that the saugers, like stacks of them where they've been baked, and they take out cups or teacups or pots or whatever. Anyway, there's a bunch of those channels, and I joined a couple, so I bought 2 things now, and this was the first one, and they're all handmade and they're all glazed by hand and all that stuff. So that's the first one I bought.
Oh wow!
Oh wow, that's really neat.
I think $50 or something, and they throw away 9 out of 10. Is that you watch them open them, But this is called I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it. But I bought one last night. But they put it in the box right in front of you, and then if you want it, you just go on the side and buy it. But so anyway, that was the last thing I bought like 2 weeks ago before my card got confiscated. Oh. But then last night there was one that I wanted so bad. It's nothing like this one at all, but it's gorgeous in a different channel. and I figured out a way to get around my debit card and get a credit card on there that I hadn't used for a couple of years, and I got it. So
Nice.
yeah,
Now you
'cause
don't have to carry that one around everywhere. You've probably been like carrying that bowl everywhere.
oh no, but you know
My
what?
precious bowl.
I got 2 calls today from China, Beijing, China, that I didn't answer. And on the thing I did last night, I had to put in my phone number to use that credit card. But it's amazing to watch because some of them, even if they have a little chip or the glaze ran down, they break them right then. So they throw a lot of them away. So when you get one, it's really nice. Anyway, because I
It is
didn't waste
very
the
beautiful.
money on reptiles. Now I got like, and who would want that? You know, when I die.
Now, is that fragile
I'll take it.
or is it something?
Ethan. Ethan.
It's
That's
pottery.
terrible.
And the person makes it. Ethan, is that who you said? It's
No, I said I'll take it. But
oh,
no,
you didn't have it in.
everybody in your family would love that. That's
It's
super pretty.
It's
Yeah.
really heavy too. But yeah, it's all done by hand, and that's who the artist is on the bottom. And
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'll show y'all the other one because it gets here real fast from China. Free shipping, of course.
Yeah, Lucky says that the bowl's too small for a fish,
It is. You're right about that.
but it's the right size
Put
to
one
thaw out
rice fish.
bloodworms.
Be good for some sake though.
Ah,
Yeah. The other one's nothing like this. I'll show it to you guys when it gets here. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't wasting enough money on reptiles, so I found something else.
that's funny. That's how I felt like at the I don't know, the Bucks County Aquarium Society. I just had to buy something. I just had to buy something. It's been so long. I sit there, these auctions and things go for like nothing. I'm like, that's it. Of course,
What'd you buy?
I bid on. I got 10 isopods, dairy cows, 2 gorgeous paradise fish, and a trio of platinum mollies.
You know, somebody said, was it you? Yeah, you said somebody said that there might be a new paradise fish coming out.
Yes, I want to say it was Dr. Coletti who said it, but it was one of our speakers that came and talked about, and it was mentioned. I can't think of who. One of our and we had so many amazing speakers. It's hard to remember.
While you were talking about that and suffocating those poor crickets, I went out and Googled to see if I could find anything about a new paradise fish.
Did
and
you?
I couldn't. So no, I didn't. But that doesn't mean it just hasn't.
Yeah, I think they have the F1 currently, so I guess they're breeding them.
I love the
Yeah,
paradise.
because these people that come to our fish club, like it amazes me. They're the ones going to these other countries and discovering new fish and stuff. It's just like, what are you doing? I go to PetSmart. Sorry, but I do go to my fish club. And my rainbows are F1. No, they're not F1. I lied.
And
It's F1.
did you happen to see my message, or did I send it to you, or what, Ed, about Dan going to be in Atlanta at the Atlanta Fish Club?
Ooh.
Oh gosh, I forgot all about that.
Well, it's
When
in
is
July.
that?
It's the end of July
July.
or something. But it was in his stream 2 or 3 weeks ago. He mentioned he was like giving his calendar for the upcoming months. And so
I
I'm
was
thinking
gonna talk to you about that because Rockin' Fish was telling me about it.
yeah, well, Mitchell, what's Mitchell's last name?
Broom.
Broom. He said to me in Dan's chat, you all come on down and see Dan, and then all of you Chattanooga people, and then come by my fish room. So
Oh, neat.
I wish we could think of some other people that would like to pile in and go,
I could ask Sean maybe. I don't know if Sean would want to come, but
Yeah,
haven't done anything with Sean for a long time.
I know it. That'd be nice.
And he would probably love to make a video of his fish room.
Is that the new one?
Maybe?
Ooh.
Well,
Try this new species of fish. I don't know. Like, wow, that would be wow if that was it.
What
It
is that?
says,
That looks like a killifish.
that's what you said, right? Oh, you said
Oh,
paradise.
paradise fish. Yeah.
Sorry.
Get in the car.
You said paradise, and I heard killing.
I do that all the time. Remember with the agamas and the bearded dragons last week, Susie?
Yep.
Redfield? I'm like, look at my bearded dragons, and you're like, they
I'm
look
like, wow, that's awfully small.
I know, and I'm like, oh, they're agamas. That's right.
I did something new.
What'd you
What'd
do
you
new?
I did my first poll on YouTube.
How'd that go?
Well, I don't know.
I didn't see it.
I
Is it closed?
it's on my channel thing, but I was showing John Oliver Fish guppies on my show Thursday night, and then we narrowed it down to the 4 tops for me to breed during the summer in a tub, and then I'll try to, because the clash is so late, I'll try to harvest them and sell them at the clash to pay for my table.
I just picked one.
Oh, thank you. Well, I got a 181 votes.
Yeah. Oh, I see which
I don't-
one is 54% too. Ooh, not the one I picked is only at 12%, option 3.
Oh, I think I need to refresh it because I got 55 at the green. Well, I told John beforehand I was going to buy 2 pairs of the green for myself for my fish room. And then that one's been the dominant one to go outside. So there's one of these that I think I'll buy 2 of for the fish room.
Hold on.
And you'll probably never guess which one. But I love B. Oh,
I like that
B
one
is my
too, yeah.
favorite.
I like the yellow and black one.
You know what?
Ooh, it's gorgeous.
I could probably share it. Would you like me to try to share it?
Yeah.
Go back to everybody else, and then I'll try to figure out how to share
Make him small again.
on my second monitor. Yeah, I like being small.
Hey, Melvin, always a pleasure to see you.
Did he call you Red? No, he's talking to someone else. Hi, Bob. Great to see you.
Red Laser is red.
I cannot link a community post. Oh. Well, guys, everybody goes to Chattanooga Ed's community tab and pick one of the 4 fish. Uh-oh. Scotty's dropped what he was doing because he heard killifish. Scotty.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scotty. I messed you up.
Scotty, were you at the club when one of the speakers was talking about a new species of paradise fish?
Bob, you can
Or
share.
do you know who would have been? Or is Alishon in here? Both
He
of those
was.
guys are in my club.
He was.
But
Bob,
somebody
do you see
talked
it?
about it, and I thought, wow, I want that. I want that.
Yeah, there.
I didn't even see it, and I want it. Like, I love the paradise fish. Maybe because it was the first fish I ever bred on purpose. Oh, nice. See, I like C. I picked the black and yellow one.
Okay. Well, D was the one I was going to get for the fish room, but I'm going to buy B for the fish room because I love rainbow colored things, with all the
Right.
different colors in it. So I'm going to buy 2 of those guys. I just love a lot of color.
Which
Or
one
2
is
pairs
it?
of D and 4 pairs of D.
Okay, because that's what
And then
everybody
the D
picked.
will go in the tub. Unless all of a sudden 100 people vote for A, it could happen.
It could.
Everyone said Alishan knows all, right? He does.
That's right. What was that porn ad, Ed? Roll back up. That's porn something.
I saw
Oh,
it. I was
that was Skipper's sick and can't do a show.
Yeah.
That was a week ago.
Yeah.
It's just community posts. That was the night I had the second time I had to get ready for my, I almost said colostomy, but it's not that, colonoscopy. Yeah, and so I was on the toilet during my hours of show time, 2 weeks in a row.
I can't find it.
I love the colonoscopy. Like, not the prep work as much, but The fact that you lose 10
Well,
pounds.
now we know things about.
It's that milky substance they give you and tell you to count backwards. I know why I was a drug addict. As soon as I have that, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then it's out. Then they're waking me up. I'm like, I can see why
Yeah.
Michael Jackson liked it.
Yeah, Michael Jackson called it milk, they said.
Oh,
I never fell asleep faster than I did that day.
I know, right?
Susie, really, you need to just rest easy about those crickets. That's the least of your worries, girl.
I know, right? I'm going to hell anyway. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Skipper, if you would like to be a part of the next auction, May 11th, email aquarisauction@gmail. What does be a part of mean? Like donate or
Oh,
have your
No,
own-
if you want to sell some of your fish,
Oh, okay.
or let's say maybe you want to see if you can get a good price for your blue tongue skink.
All right. But it's not for like my fish artwork.
Oh yeah, you can sell artwork on there too.
Is it for
I
a
sold
fundraiser?
one of my sculptures for $200 that I donated to Dr. Anthony's
Oh.
Christmas fund.
So it's got to be donated. I wanted to donate it to
Oh no, you keep all the money.
I'm desperate.
I donated because it was a special one to raise money for Dr. Anthony's Christmas thing.
Uh-huh.
But no, those people, like let's say Skull has beautiful Goodaids, and you can buy his Goodaids, and he makes all the profit. Skipper gets nothing.
He does all that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame.
The last one I went to was a fundraiser for somebody. It's been a couple years, and I sold some of my endlers. And they brought a good price too, like 3 or 4 trios, but it was donated to somebody.
See, I wouldn't mind doing that specifically for an art fundraiser, but I would want to do it right now to fundraise.
Yeah. Where
God,
you
I
can
sound selfish. You're right, Bob. I'm going to hell.
get on there and
We'll
talk.
go to hell.
Yeah, you can fundraise your own self too by selling your own fish for yourself.
Right.
And there's nothing the matter with that.
Nope. I think our time's up because he didn't put in
look at
5
that.
minutes or anything on there, so I think our time's up. So Daniken's link is there, everybody, and I bet he's already started. So thanks to everybody, and thank you, panel, for being here.
Oh, Whip is in a chair. Whew.
Where's Swip at?
He's changing water, I think, on his tanks.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Will.
he got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's yelling at him.
All right. Thank you, Whip, and thank you, Ed, and thank you, Susie, and thank you all the moderators, and thank you, members, and thank you everybody for hanging out with us. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye.